Meet Kevin recently made this video here. Why I sold stocks in crypto. A $20 million bet. And it's created quite the stir already in the YouTube world. I've seen a lot of people speak about this today. I've had a few people message me about it for some reason, which is weird. I have nothing to do with Kevin. I've never even got to speak to him. But, I mean, yeah, it's something pretty crazy. We see Tom Nash speaking about it. I'm going to speak a little bit about Tom, what he had to say. Jeremy from Financial Education covered it as well. Basically, there has been a whole lot of drama going on around here, and I think Tom and Jeremy did great coverage of the whole situation and what may have actually happened. They've gave some great insights, etc. I've read through the comment section on Meet Kevin's video, and I mean, you can go look through them all. Some very positive, some very negative. I've been a person who has, made their share of mistakes on YouTube, and I want to speak about a few things that I think the viewer just needs to remember, because even if you just read through his comment section, you will see many conflicting opinions on what Kevin has done. And that's one of the things I want to speak about today, is that one of the problems with being a YouTuber itself is that most people don't get to hear the full story. Like, quite literally, look at how many videos Kevin puts out on a daily and weekly basis. Nobody has ever seen every single one of his videos. Nobody knows exactly what Kevin is thinking and doing at any one time. I'm sure that even people in his private group don't, because he just puts out so much information at pretty much any given time. And one of the reasons people seem to be upset is because Kevin has, from what I've gathered from Jeremy, he's spoken in the past about paper hands and saying, diamond hands, hate weak hands, paper hands, etc. And now a lot of people are saying he seems to have just paper handed his entire $20 million portfolio. Some people are saying that it could be to do with being margin call. Tom Nash brought this up in his video as well. I've watched Kevin's video and he speaks about it here. One of the situations that plays forward is margin happening, so there's a chance that he literally was just margin called. I've watched Tom's videos. I don't watch much YouTube finance space anymore. It's pretty much just Jeremy and some Tom in there. He's a sick guy. I love his no bullshit attitude. He's helped me grow a lot over the last while. I'm sure Jack of last year definitely was the kind of guy that Tom would hate. Hopefully we can change and get a little bit better as time goes on, but he brought up a lot of good points. But even if he was margin call, it doesn't explain why he then turned around and said he's going to short the entirety of the Nasdaq. And I think this is one other thing that's pissing people off to an extent, is the fact that one minute he's saying, buy the dip, and then he sells. And I'm going to bring up a very sore point here. It's like what happened with me and Workhorse, okay? I made lots of mistakes with Workhorse, but I never lied and I never purposely misled people, okay? I made a lot of videos on Workhorse, and at times I definitely came across too bullish. I'm sure there is literally no one out there who has seen every single one of my Workhorse videos, so they never got my full picture. And the problem with that is, okay, some people would have came to my channel. They would have found a Workhorse video, and maybe in that one I said, yeah, this is a high risk, high reward investment. If it dips to $15, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to load the boat because the USPS contract chance is still there. And if that comes through, boom, we're going to 100, 200, 300% times our money. But then there were also videos where I would speak about Workhorse, and I have made videos just on the bear case. And I said, look, if Workhorse doesn't get this USPS contract, that's when I will sell the stock, regardless of what happens price action wise, because fundamentals and our primary catalyst completely changed. Despite the fact that I did like some of the things to do with drones, despite the fact that, I did genuinely like their vehicles, but I still pointed out their flaws. I pointed out the balance sheet. I pointed out the capital raises. I pointed out that without the USPS contract, the stock would crash very quickly. The problem with YouTube is that not everybody who followed me or followed my videos saw that side of the story, because not everybody saw every single one of my videos covering Workhorse. So that is one of the huge problems with YouTube, but more specifically, people who use YouTube entirely for their own investing. People who don't go out there and do their own research. People who go on YouTube just to find ideas and invest blindly based off of one 8 to 15 minute video. People who don't use it as one source of information to go out and form their own thoughts and opinions. And so I can feel for Kevin a little bit right now, because I see all of that hate he's getting. And again, I don't watch his videos. He uploads too much. I can't possibly. But of the videos I've watched of him in the past, he seems like a genuine guy. He seems like a real guy. And he's obviously done, very well for himself. And he's one of these YouTubers who people weren't complaining when he was, making all of these calls that went up 100, 200, 300% in a matter of months during the bull markets. But now that, you know, his outlook has changed, whether it be for the short term, I believe he says he may start buying again in March. I don't remember everything off the top of my head, but it was something along those lines. He's allowed to change his mind, and I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day is you are allowed to change your mind in the stock market and in anything else. Yes, to a lot of people, he's going to lose credibility right now. I mean, I've seen it happen. It happens with an awful lot of YouTubers. I had an interview with Jeremy from Financial Education on my channel once, and he said when he started uploading, I believe it may have been Dropbox went really poorly for him. No, it wasn't. I forget what company it was, but something went really poorly. And for a long time, a lot of people didn't put their trust in him, but, you know, he continued doing what he's doing, and that trust gradually came back. And I don't think it's going to impact someone the same, like the size of Kevin, the way it would impact the smaller channel. But he's allowed to change his mind. Now, a lot of YouTube viewers are very capable and do their own research and use YouTube as a resource the same way that they use Yahoo Finance or whatever, Seeking Alpha, Bloomberg, CNBC, whatever. But there are a lot of viewers who just blindly invest, and when things are going good, they love it. You are the best in the world. But when things go bad, or when your opinion changes, when your view changes, it changes very quickly. And as YouTubers, we can't blame the viewers for this either. I mean, yes, he's changed his mind seemingly very quickly, and that's going to piss people off, and that's understandable. But just know that I don't think you ever really get the full picture. It's very, very difficult to do so, especially someone like me, Kevin. I mean, last January, I uploaded 3 videos every single day that month. Who the fuck watched all those videos? No one. I mean, that's a lot of videos. Me, Kevin, uploads more than I did back then, and I thought I was insane. There's no way. I don't think anybody has ever watched all of his videos and ever absorbed all of his thoughts. You know what I mean? So if you're one of those people who's out there right now and you're really pissed off at me, Kevin, or at any other YouTuber, I think it says more about, you know, something you need to look at in yourself. It says more that you need to stop putting so much of your time and effort into YouTubers. You need to just use them as a resource. And that is absolutely fine. The more resources you have, absolute better. I mean, yes, use every single person on YouTube. That's what they're here for. But don't put all of your eggs into any one YouTuber. And I mean, definitely don't go blaming them if you've put all of your trust in them when they make it very clear that they're not your financial advisor and that nothing they actually say is financial advice. We're all just here trying to share our thoughts and opinions. We're all here on our own journey. I don't think me, Kevin's going to lose too much sleep over this. I mean, there's worse things that people can be mad at you for than selling $20 million. I think he's going to be okay. Also, that's just his stocks in crypto, never mind his real estate, etc., etc. But it's just something to think about. And I know the other, like the big YouTubers are going to be speaking about how we change his mind, etc. I just want to give it that bit of a perspective, maybe try to put a little bit of a twist on it that maybe us as viewers, myself included, need to, you know, take a little bit more self-accountability when our favorite YouTubers do perhaps change their minds sometimes. But anyway, my friends, I don't need to drag this video out. It's just something to think about. You know what I mean? Kevin is one person at the end of the day. That's it. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Hopefully, I will just be back with you with some normal scheduled stock-related content tomorrow. There are going to be some trimmings happening in my portfolio very soon. I'll be getting rid of a lot of the stuff that it doesn't perform well in today's market with the way things are going, and I will be adding to a few new positions, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Please feel free to hit that juicy like button, drop me a comment down below, subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you with another video very soon. Peace.